Like what you do is you duplicate. There we go. You mass produce it. The same way Henry Ford didn't become rich from making one automobile, right? Henry Ford did not become rich from making one car. Henry Ford became rich because he made millions of cars. Do you understand? Right? So, so the thing about it is that I think that we have to be thoughtful and careful about how we sort of look at these one-off successes and really see them for what they are. What they are is they are clues. They're clues to how you can do things at a higher level. They're clues for what you want to mass produce in the next generation. Because we're very good at mass producing, music and sports and stuff like that, and all that's fine. All that stuff is good. But are we mass producing scientists? Are we mass producing business owners, business developers? Are we mass producing investors? That's what the goal is, all right? So one successful black person is beautiful. A million successful black people is power. One successful black person is inspirational. A million successful black people is a movement. Do you follow me? Do you get what I'm saying? Right? Black leadership is not one guy, two people, a King Kong consciousness, alpha male, I'm the leader, look at me, I'm the greatest, everybody give me your attention. That is not black leadership. Black leadership is when the whole hood is elevating, when the floor is rising, so everybody standing on that surface is going up. When the rising tide is really lifting all boats. I do agree. I do agree with my brother Barack Obama. I think was probably the smartest president we ever had. I love the way he carried himself as a human being. I really do. I might have disagreed with him on some stuff politically. I told y'all the truth about my interaction with the Obama administration that was very frustrating. But I think this guy was super smart, and I admired the class that he carried. And I think that you miss that when you kind of see the way things are kind of being done right now. But here's the thing: he said, remember anybody remember back in the day when he said the rising tide will lift all boats? And black people were like, "Yeah, but it ain't lifting our boat." Well, I think that the what I think maybe we want to sort of do in terms of revisiting that is to realize that the reason the rising tide didn't lift your boat is because that was white people's tide. That tide was for white people, for millionaires. That was the tide that was going to lift other people's boats, but it wasn't going to lift your boat because your boat was in a different little lake. You were in the black people lake. And there was no rising tide in that lake. That lake was flat. The water was sinking. It was toxic, right? So your boat's sinking over here, and so they did rise the tide. I mean, believe me, when I tell you, every president, not just Obama, every president makes somebody rich. Every president has always made somebody rich.